Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Hello friends, good morning to all of you. In the last lecture, we completed accounting term like capital, drawing, economic activity, business transaction, and the liability and assets. Today we are going to learn next accounting term, that is expenditure. As per the name of expenditure, it suggests the expense related of business. When we define the word expenditure, any amount spent or paid or when liability is created for getting any benefit or service is known as a expenditure. So this word is suggest about the long-term expenses. It means any amount we expense for the purchase of like fixed assets, like we purchased the machinery. Now the advantage of this machinery we get in our business for the future, for the very long time period. So that word is known as a expenditure for the business. Next one is there, sometimes we get service. We get service. For getting a service, we do the Hajj investment. And when we do the Hajj investment, we get benefit of this service for the longer time period in our business. So that expense is also considered as a expenditure in the business. So I repeat again, the definition or the accounting term of expenditure, any amount spent by the business or paid. The paid, that means sometimes we purchase goods on credit and then after we do the payment for this liability, so that word is for the paid. Or when the liability is created. The liability, that means sometimes we take a loan from the bank and we pay the installment every month. So that is also considered as a expenditure because it is a long term debt. Is created for getting any benefit. For this all types of actions we do. So our main motive is there, we get some benefit from this expenditure or service is known as a expenditure. Generally, there are two types are there. First one is there capital expenditure. Second one is there revenue expenditure. Capital expenditure, that means this payment is not an regular manner. Regular manner, that means these types of expenditure we don't do on regular or constant manner. We do these types of expense only one time. Like we purchase a land for the business. Now we not purchase land every month or every year. So when we purchase these types of fixed assets, so that is known as a capital expenditure. So this payment is not on regular manner. So that is known as a capital expenditure. Next one is their revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure, that means the flow of their payment would remain constant or regular expense like paid salary. Now the revenue expenditure, that means such an expense we have to pay or the business has to pay on regular manner, on constant manner. Like we have to pay advertisement expense like every year, every month, like we pay the electricity bill every month, we pay salary to our worker every month. So these types of expense we have to pay on regular, on constant manner, that is known as a revenue expenditure. So expenditure has a two part, capital expenditure, next one is there revenue expenditure. Now the next term is their expense. The expense, that means if the benefit of the amount spent is available to the business for the accounting year only. That means such expense, that means when we do some expense and we get the benefit only and only for the 1 year, that means only for the one accounting year, that is for the expenses. Like we pay the electricity bill, we get the benefit of this electricity bill for only specified duration, like for the 1 month or the 2 month. Like we pay the salary to our workers, so we get the benefit of this expense for only 1 year. So that is known as a expense. Now there is a one difference between the expenditure and expense. The expenditure we do spend or we paid money and we get the benefit for the longer time period in future, but in expense we get the benefit for only and only one accounting year, and we all know that there are two types of year. One is their calendar year, next one is their accounting year. Calendar year start with the 1st January and completed 31st December, and accounting year start from 1st April and completed on the 31st March. So there is a one difference between the expenditure. We get the benefit for the longer and longer future time, and for the expense we get the benefit for only one accounting year. Okay, after the expenditure, next accounting term is income or receipt. Income or receipt, that means the amount received on sale of goods or service or business assets is known as income. Amount received on sale of goods, amount received on sale of goods or service or business assets is known as income. Like for example, many times the trader sold goods to the customer on cash or credit. Due to this transaction, when such an income is created, that is known as the income for the business. Such that sometimes the owner provides service to the customer. For providing service, trader collects such income from the customer, so that is also known as a receipt or income for the business. Sometimes owner sold their assets. So whatever the income is created due to this transaction, it is also known as the income or receipt for the business. So the income or receipt, amount received on sale of goods or service or business assets is known as the income. So income has a two part. First one is their capital income and next one is their revenue income. Capital income, that means the income received on sale of any assets or received of any long term debt is known as a capital income. In short, we can say that the income which is not on constant manner, which is not on regular manner, that types of income it is considered as a capital income for the business. When the owner sold assets and collect income, it's become capital income for the business. Like owner sold their land and collect income, that is one example of the capital income. Sometimes owner collect long term debt, it is also one example of the capital income. So in short, the income which is not on constant manner or regular manner, that is known as a capital income. Next one is their revenue income. Revenue income, that means the income received from day-to-day transaction. The day-to-day transaction, that means there's our main work is there to sold goods to the customer and collect profit or collect income due to this transaction. So the income which is received from day-to-day transaction of the business, that is known as a capital income. That is known as a revenue income. Like when trader sold goods to the customer and collect income, that is known as a revenue income. Sometimes the trader collect commission, collect rent, collect brokerage. These all are the example of the revenue income. Okay, now next accounting term is loss. Loss, that means amount lost without getting any benefit. There is a difference between the expense. In the expense, we spend such amount for getting some benefit. And loss, that means in this point we not get, or the business not get any types of profit. We are totally lost our amount without getting any benefit. That is known as a loss. Like for example, goods destroyed by fire. Due to this transaction, there is a totally loss for the business. Like goods stolen away. So due to this transaction, it is a totally loss for the business. So the loss, that means amount lost without getting any benefit, that is known as a loss. Next one is there gain. Gain is also considered as a profit. Profit, that means excess of revenue income over revenue expense, that is known as a profit. When revenue income are more than revenue expenses, that is known as a revenue profit, or that is known as a gain or profit for the business. That means income are more than their expenses. The difference is known as a profit, difference is known as a gain for the business. And it is main purpose, main objective of business for getting profit. Next one is there goods. Goods, that means the item or the product in which the trader is trading. That means there is an item or the product in which the trader is trading. Like for the stationery shopkeeper, entire stationery stock is known as a goods for him. Like for the medical storekeeper, entire medicine is known as a goods for him. Like an electronic showroom, entire electronic product is known as a goods for him. Like for the furniture shopkeeper, entire furniture income is known as a goods. Assets and goods has a different meaning. Assets, that means such an item having some realizable value. The purpose of assets to use it, not for the sale, but the purchase, but the goods, that means the item or the product in which the trader is trading. Like for example, stationery shopkeeper, entire stationery is considered as a goods, but furniture it is considered as a asset. For the electronic showroom, entire electronic product is goods, but furniture on that firm it is known as a asset. Or for the furniture showroom, entire furniture is a goods for him, but electronic product like TV, fridge, that is a assets for him. So the three terms are there: loss, gain, and goods.